Hello there, welcome once again to Living on Purpose. My name is Fola Daniel Adelesi, also known as Fola Daniel Speaks. Today, I want to talk to you about brushing up your negotiation skills. In life, negotiation is key. There's hardly anything that you can do without negotiation. I even realized that in marriage, you are negotiating. Sometimes with parenting, you are negotiating. You're talking to people in business, you are negotiating. You're talking to people in your neighborhood, you're constantly negotiating. So you need to brush up your negotiation skills because there will be people that are constantly trying to take from you, and there are people that you're also trying to get something from. So if you don't brush up your negotiation skills, you will have the challenge because someone is always seeking to take advantage of you. I've been in a situation where some people sent me contracts and asked me to sign, and I'll read through the contracts even though I'm not a lawyer, and I realized that they're asking me to sign off on things that no sensible person should sign off on. So it's important for you to brush up your negotiation skills because people will want to bust you into a corner. If you don't brush up your negotiation skills, you realize that you're constantly in a position where somebody has taken much more than they should take from you. Somebody has asked for much more than they should ask from you. There are things you think you can never get until you brush up your negotiation skill. Sometimes you even think, okay, this thing is going to cost us ₦1 million, but with a solid negotiation skill, the same thing that somebody says is going to cost you ₦1 million or $1 million, you go to another person, the person will get the same thing done for $500,000. So if you don't brush up your negotiation skills, you will keep paying double or even more than what you're supposed to be paying. You're trying to get into school, brush up your negotiation skills. You're trying to get into business, brush up your negotiation skills. You're trying to get a job, brush up your negotiation skills. Let me even tell you a bit about brushing up your negotiation skills when it comes to your career. I've seen a situation where two people are applying for a job and the HR manager says, how much are you going to take? And then the person gives a figure and he agrees. Then another person comes and tells the HR manager how much he or she wants to take. They're on the same level. They're going to do exactly the same job. And the HR manager is willing to pay the other person much more. Then they employ the two of them on different salary scales and tell every one of them, don't disclose your salary to one another. At the end of the day, somebody may find out that he's been doing the same job with another person who is earning almost double his salary. Why do they do that? They do it because they will tell you that your negotiation was what we paid you. What you asked for was what you got. So you could have been doing a job that, in fact, in some cases, you can do better than the other person who is earning more. And I've heard of the experiences of a few other people like that who asked for little, were doing a lot of job, but somebody else asked for much more and was probably doing exactly what they were doing. So if you don't brush up your negotiation skill, everybody is ready to take from you. Everybody is ready to cheat you, and you will constantly pay more for the things that you're not supposed to pay more for. In fact, you go to the market, most times women are very good at haggling. They tell you this thing costs this amount, and women will say, no, can't I pay half of it? And there are times you'll be shocked at the amount that they will mention when the seller gives them a figure. But at the end of the day, you realize that in some cases, the sellers will agree to the figures that those women have offered. Why do they agree to those figures? It's because they know that that figure works for them. Some of the people who are even selling to you expect you to negotiate. They expect you to bargain. If you don't understand the negotiation tactics, if you don't understand the psychology of negotiation, you will keep paying so much for the things that you're supposed to pay so little for. In some other cases, it could be opportunities that you're supposed to get that you may lose. And in a few others, it could be that this thing was even designed to be given to everybody, but because you didn't negotiate enough, you won't get as much as you're supposed to get. So in life, your negotiation skill is critical. Your negotiation skill is pivotal to your success. Your negotiation skill is needed for you to become productive. If you don't brush up your negotiation skill, your productivity rate will be slow. It will take a longer time for you to get things done, and you will need more resources to get the things that you're supposed to get. In fact, some people go to school to go and learn how to negotiate. Some organizations will send people on short courses, long-term courses, send them abroad to go and learn how to negotiate. What are the strategies for negotiation? What's the psychology behind getting people to agree to a deal that seems ridiculous? And guess what? At the end of the day, those people agree. What exactly is the skill that they have added to themselves for people to be able to agree to such ridiculous deals? It's because they brushed up their negotiation skills. When you brush up your negotiation skills, you'll be amazed at the opportunities that will seem to fall on your laps. When you brush up your negotiation skills, sometimes when they tell you the doors have been shut, the same doors will open. Sometimes when they tell you we are out of this product, with a good or solid negotiation skill, the same products that they told you they've exhausted, they will go and bring it out again. So it's very important that if you really want to succeed in life, you need to brush up your negotiation skills. And I hope that from today, you take intentional steps to brush up your negotiation skills. You take deliberate steps to equip yourself, to educate yourself on how to negotiate. How do you go to a negotiation table? What do you go with? How do you argue out in a negotiation room? Those things are very important, and I hope that you're not going to wait till it's too late to find out why your negotiation skill is important. Head on now to www.foladaniel.com or check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Fola Daniel Speaks. Thank you.